wish I knew everything I wish I do. Maybe you wish it too. Let me make your wish come true. True, you on my mind. Don't waste.
Hello, Scorpio and Grand Rising. Welcome to your weekly message. So, Scorpio, we are not talking about love today. No, honey. We are talking about your coins. Specifically, what's blocking that, right? So we're going to be talking about your money, your financial status. What is blocking the flow of income, increase? What do you need to know? What do you need to be aware of? So for Scorpio, this is going to be for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, North Node, and second house. So if you have Scorpio in your second house as your Sun, your Moon, your Rising, Jupiter, and or North Node, then this could be a message for you. Let's get into it. All right, Scorpio, what do you need to know about your money? The blockage of it, what's stopping it from flowing? What do you need to know about why your money is not flowing the way you need it to flow right now? What do you need to know? For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, North Node, and second house. What do you need to know about the flow of your money? Oh, that was specific. All right, we got 3. Spiritual partnership, spirituality, and forgiveness. Woo! They told me don't do Taurus yet, do Scorpio, and I see why. Scorpio, your money is directly impacted by your spiritual journey right now. Look at this, rebirth for Scorpio in Scorpio season. Underneath that, we got karmic completion, we have individuality, and financial discipline. So it's so funny because for Leo, there were also energies before we got to financial discipline. And I feel like Scorpio, for you, there are some processes or there are some things that need to be tended to or that need your focus and attention before you can get to your money lining up the way you need it to. Financial discipline to me represents your money actually going the way you need it to go because there is a discipline there to get it to flow to you, right? Right now, Scorpio, you're in the middle of your season, but you're also in the middle of changing and transforming. That's what rebirth means. Karmic completion is card number 10. You are completing a cycle during Scorpio season. Right now, your money will not be flowing the way you would like it to because you are too busy trying to master lessons and learn about things that are going to teach you how to be more of yourself, right? And I don't mean that personality wise, I mean like spiritually wise. Like you are learning lessons that are teaching you how to become more expansive, more high vibrational, right? How to become more in alignment. And I feel like those lessons are really going to help you to change and transform into a new person. You're going to be learning more about your individuality, more about self, more about, look, master number 11. This is tied to your soul's purpose. So I feel like for you guys, very powerful transformation happening, and that's why the focus is not on money. Your money will not flow until you complete this transformation. And it's really interesting. You guys could be connecting with a Leo, or you could have Leo in your chart because Leo got similar energy. It's like they're also going through a really interesting time of like rebirth and transformation, in which they also have to focus on self. And I feel like for you guys, it's not really the focus on the individual self or like your human self. It's so much focus on like your spiritual self and what your soul needs, right? Like your soul needs you to forgive somebody or to forgive a situation, right? Because this is part of what's blocking your money. There's a blockage in the heart chakra. Your heart chakra is how you manifest. Your heart chakra is where the outpouring of life comes from. If you have a blockage there, you cannot expect anything to really pour into your life in an abundant way because you are not even able to give love in an abundant way. There's a lack of forgiveness going on, right? Spirituality being at the center of this, meaning that this is more about you on a soul level than it is about you on a human level. Your soul is asking you to help it out, to help yourself out, not to help it out. Your soul doesn't need help necessarily. Your soul is here to guide you, your human self, and your soul is really wanting you to help your human self out. Spiritual partnership, I feel like that is the union between you and your higher self, like your human self and your higher self. And I feel like that's the focus right now. You're needing to get more acquainted with your spirit guides, your spiritual team, your higher self, your soul. I feel like you're needing to connect more with yourself. Some of you guys are going through a spiritual awakening during Scorpio season. And I feel like the emphasis is really on that. It's less about money because contrary to popular belief, money is not the most important thing in the world. Yes, it is very important. I will not take that from anybody. I do believe it is important. It's necessary, right? It is the energy currency that we use to exchange on many different avenues and platforms and things of that nature, right? And also is how many of us make our living through money. And so I feel like, yes, it is important. However, your guides want you to know The reason your money is not flowing is because it's really not the most important thing for you right now. The most important thing for you right now is being able to forgive, being able to let go, being able to release. Ooh, Scorpio. All right, so let's keep going. And let's see what we have for Scorpio. What is blocking your money? What do you need to know? What do you need to know? What do you need to know for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, North Node, and the second house. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, North Node, second house. One more time for Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, North Node, and second house. What do you need to know about your money? What's blocking your money? Ooh. You guys, stop texting, stop stalking, stop checking on that person. Just effing stop. Spend your time on someone worth it. Don't waste it on ridiculousness. And then we have don't effing force it. Allow that ish to come to you. So I really don't get that that is about you trying to force money to come to you. I feel like your focus is on a person, Scorpio. I don't feel like that's even the person you need to forgive. It could be. Like even look at the overall energy. Put the phone down. Too much screen time is making you awkward and sad. Go talk to a live person. I feel like there's an energy like on the outside world, right? Like it's less about what you're going through in your personal life, but I feel like they're showing you the big picture is that the emphasis is on the outside world. That's part of the reason why your money is not flowing. And some of you may be trying to force money into your life. You may be trying to do things to get money. You may be trying to work extra jobs or, you know, just take on jobs that you really don't like or care for because you want money. That is a form of forcing money into your life, believe it or not, because money flows. Money is energy. Energy is always flowing. It's constantly flowing. It's constantly moving. Whether it's moving to you or away from you, it's constantly moving. And so if you are settling, and look, we got horns outside going off. I'm telling you guys, if you're settling at a job that you don't like, that is you forcing money to flow because you don't truly believe that there's another way for you to receive money. And that's because money hasn't been flowing, but money hasn't been flowing because you lack forgiveness. Guys, I kind of want to wait for that to stop. So let's give it a second. So as I was saying, sorry guys, welcome to New York City. It's the Big Apple. I can do nothing about these things, but it's because you lack forgiveness, right? That's really a part of the reason why money hasn't been flowing, that closed heart chakra. And so again, with this card, I feel like they're saying, like, look at this, like, spend your time on someone worth it. Don't spend it on ridiculousness. Or don't waste it on ridiculousness. I feel like someone worth it is you. I feel like the spiritual partnership is really talking about you and yourself, your spirituality, your connection to yourself. 7 is a very divine number. In numerology, it represents in numerology your spiritual path. And it's a very individual, very personal, and sometimes lonely, even because it's devoid of people oftentimes, right? Like some of you guys could be life path 7s. It doesn't have to be, but I feel like for you guys, it's really important that you start spending more time engaging with your soul and engaging with your spirit. They're even giving me like your soul doesn't even want you to be at the job that you're at. Like your soul is not happy there. Like with this, don't force it. I'm telling you, I get this with like the energy of money. Like some of you guys are really trying to force money into your lives because obviously you need it. You got to pay bills. You got to do what you got to do. But they're wanting you to like money will flow to you so long as you take care of your soul. Your soul is the reason why money is even able to flow, like in your direction, right? If your soul is experiencing blockages because of things that your human self is doing, then best believe like the energies are going to be distorted. You're not going to be able to receive the way you want to receive. So you need to start prioritizing where you put your energy, Scorpio, because you're putting your energy into external people and situations when it really needs to be internalized. Spirituality is not an external thing, right? You can congregate with people and practice spiritual practices with people, but that's still you connecting to something inside of you. Even if everybody in the group is doing it, everyone is connecting to something inside of them. So I feel like you need to get more connected to who you are and what you are, which is a spirit having a human experience. Guys, I know this is a little outlandish for some of you guys that are really not into spirituality yet, but for the Scorpios I'm talking to, you're about to be if you haven't been yet. Wow. All right, for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and North. Ooh, not Venus. See, I'm used to the love readings, guys. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, and North Node, second house. What are the messages for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, North Node, and second house. What are the messages? What's blocking their money? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? What do they need to know? What's blocking their money? All right, so we have the Emperor in reverse. Okay, so there's a lack of accountability is what they're giving me. And the faith is what's going to help. Like, you having faith is what's going to help bring that around for you. That's interesting. We have, yeah, because you're a little guarded and look, closed off. Like, this to me represents, because even if you look at this person's hand position, the hands, even though the solar plexus, the creativity chakra, that may be lit, right? Like, you may be indulging in things that you have fun with, things that inspire you to be creative, right? But right above that solar plexus chakra is the heart chakra, and her hands are literally put together and closed off right in front of the heart space. That is not coincidental. I'm telling you guys, like, your heart is blocked. Seven of Wands is a card of being blocked. It's a card of feeling defensive. It's a card of feeling like you are under some type of warfare or attack, and you have to stand up for your, like, stand your ground. Look, the Ten of Cups. Whoa. For Scorpio, one more card, please. That's too many. One more card for Scorpio, please. Ah, look at that. So we have the Hierophant. That to me is really, really, really tied to spirituality. It's a card of like getting guidance from somebody who is really deep into spirituality, or from your actual spiritual guides. And I feel like regardless of what this is, you're meant to be receiving lessons right now. You're meant to be taking in lessons right now from your spiritual team and really connecting with them. So you guys are coming out as the King of Swords, and I feel like you're really trying to take action from a logical place. And that's that forcing it, right? It's like, well, what would make the most sense to do? This clearly, like, you know, I need money, or I need to get this money flowing into my life. So I'm just going to take action from a place of what makes sense to me. But you're not really doing it from a place of what makes sense to your soul. And I feel like because there's a lack of value for what your soul resonates with, right? Like, we're taught a lot in life to really just go with what makes sense, what's logical, what society feels is reasonable, what they deem is like responsible, things of that nature. If you dare listen to your soul, and your soul tells you to quit a job, and it's a job that's paying you a lot of money, people might look at you weird, right? They might look at you funny, because it's like, why would you give that up? You were making so much money, just in one instance, right? For others, it's like, even if you didn't like your job, why would you leave it? That was the only source of income that you had. But that's coming from that logical standpoint. Look, we even have the Ace of Swords right here, that logical standpoint. I feel like a lot of you guys are really in your head trying to figure out how you can close out this bad chapter of money or financial lack is what I'm getting. But look, we have death and rebirth here. And I'm telling you, that was your overall energy in the numerology deck, rebirth. You guys are going through a transformation right now that's going to allow you to close out a chapter of you living in your head and going towards more living in your spirit, being led by your spirit, being led by your soul and by your guides, as opposed to being led by your logical human mind, right? Because abundance is not really a human aspect. It's something we get to enjoy, but that's really a spiritual aspect, because abundance exists spiritually before it comes in for us physically. You cannot get spiritual abundance until you tune in with that of your spirit. How are you going to know what is right for you and what's right for your spirit in order to manifest this abundance if you don't connect with it, right? So I'm getting heavy on the connection with your spirit, heavy on you needing to talk to your guides and tune in with their energy. We have the Emperor in reverse. I feel like you've been making decisions, right? Especially coming out as the King of Swords. Like, your decisions have been leaving you feeling almost like powerless, because I feel like no matter what choices you make, no matter what decisions you make, they don't end up going according to like what you expect them to do. And I feel like that leads you to feeling disempowered, right? But that's purposeful. Your guides are not going to let any decisions that you make fully come into fruition, because you're not making them from the standpoint that your soul needs them to be made, right? You're making them from a human standpoint in which you feel like, I just got to do what I got to do. And your soul wants more for you than you settling for what you feel like you just got to do. Your soul wants you to be happy, and you can be happy, and you can be rich. This is a happy, rich emperor. And so with the Emperor coming out in reverse, guys, I really feel like you're needing to work on your ability to connect to your spirit, because that's going to help you feel more empowered, and especially having more faith. Like, some of you guys, faith is what's going to help you to open up that heart space and really tap into this energy of your happily ever after, right? Some of you guys just want to be able to have happy times with those around you, those that you love, be able to provide for them and to take care of them, right? And I feel like you're not going to be able to do that until you learn the lessons that you're meant to learn, that's going to help you to ascend spiritually, right? Like, you're ascending the stairway to heaven. And not literally, but I feel like that's the transformation transformation where you're getting more into your spiritual side than your earthly side. Although there does need to be a balance between both, but it cannot just be all human, logic. You are a spiritual being, in fact, having a human experience. So there needs to be that balance between both. And I feel like for you guys, Scorpio, it's going to take for you to learn those spiritual lessons. And then you will realize exactly what you need to do to get this manifestation of money like streamlined and rolling for you. So let's do it. Let's get some advice for the Scorpios. And let's see what they want you to do to get your manifestations rolling. These are literally like instructions on how to manifest. So let's see. For Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Jupiter, North Node, and second house, what are the instructions for them to manifest money? We have 3. We have heart, mind, union. Look at that. We got giving and receiving. Look at that. And then we have inspired thoughts. Look at that. At the back overall for you guys, dark, look, darkest before dawn. Come on, I'm telling you guys, you're going through that dark night of the soul, that transformation. It says breakdown before breakthrough. Major shift is in progress. Dissolving barriers. Look, dissolving barriers. Ooh, ascending. Didn't I tell you guys it's like ascending the stairway to heaven? I can't make this up, guys. I'm telling you, it's like right now you're going through that transformation, but transformations can be dark sometimes, right? They can be a little tumultuous sometimes. They can be a little chaotic sometimes. And sometimes we don't always understand what's happening, but we feel the changes and we feel the shifts coming. So go with it, right? Your spirit is leading you somewhere. Stop giving so much energy to things and situations outside of you and start focusing on yourself. There's a real big emphasis on needing to focus on yourself, focus on your soul's purpose and your soul's like mission. Because I feel like for some of you guys, you haven't figured out quite like what you want to do in this life as far as like your soul's purpose. You may have a career or a job or something that brings in money for now, but it's not really tied to your spiritual purpose, right? The reason why you are here. And so heart mind union reads, and I love the dolphins, but it says harmony of heart, which is joy and vision, with mind, which is plan and action, equals faster manifestation, and it's the highest vibration. Remember I was saying you can't just be all logic. You can't just be all like, I'm gonna just make a plan and just decide to do things from whatever standpoint. There has to be a balance between your heart, which is really connected to that heart chakra, your soul, and your mind, which is connected to the logic, the intellect, almost like the ego, right? And so that's how you get faster manifestations. When you just force it by means of logic and intellect alone, you will not really get the manifestations like that, because you're not connecting to what's right for you. You're just connecting to what you believe is right for, according to like society and, you know, the standards of the collective we live in today. And so you have giving and receiving. It says everything is energy. Didn't I just say like money is just energy and it can flow to you and it can flow from you? It says everything is energy, reciprocity, give/receive easily to others and yourself, random acts of kindness. For you, Scorpio, I feel like learning how to receive and learning how to be giving. For some of you, you guys can give with no problem, but you cannot receive easily. Others of you, you can receive with no problem, but you have trouble giving. There needs to be a balance where you're able to do both. You're able to receive, you're able to give. And this does not just mean money. Being able to receive is being able to open your heart and be receptive to things, period, right? Being receptive to compliments, being receptive to money, being receptive to opportunities, being receptive to relationships, right? Being receptive to lessons that are coming through for you as well. That's being receptive. It's not just, oh, if somebody's going to give me money, I'm going to take it, of course, right? Most people would. Some people wouldn't, but a lot of people would. But it's beyond just the money. And that's what they're showing you here. Like, money is not just the most important thing. You have to be in tune with your soul. And you're getting there, but you need to put more focus into that. Less focus on the things that are happening outside of you. So then lastly, we have inspired thoughts. And it reminds me of this, like King of Swords. And it says alignment brings incredible ideas, new thoughts, new decisions, new immediate action, new reality. So I feel like once you get in tune with your soul, that's alignment. Remember I was telling you guys, it's like you're going into like this aligned place, or this place of like higher vibration, higher frequencies. Those are going to give you thoughts that are going to be inspired by your soul, that are going to lead you to take action that is also inspired by your soul, which is also going to lead you into a new reality. Right? The reality that you actually want. The reason why you're not getting the reality you want is because it's not meant for you. The thing you're chasing right now, the thing you're trying to force into your life is not meant for you. Like, yes, you want money. Money is meant for you, but the means in which you attract the money, you may be going about it the wrong way, and you would never know because you're only using intellect. You're not yet connected with your soul. So Scorpio, I'm going to leave this right here. This is beautiful. Allow these transformations to happen for you because they're happening anyway. There's nothing you need to do, but just allow. Go through the dark night of the soul. Go through these energies. Learn these lessons. Master yourself. And then you will start to see all the abundance roll in for you. So if you vibed with this, if this helped you figure out what's going on with your money a little bit, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Let's keep this beautiful channel and family growing, glowing, and going, Scorpio. Until next time, I love you guys so much. And that's it.